Okay, so first of all, welcome to the Golflete Podcast and the very first episode of the podcast. And the aim of this podcast, I guess, is just a bit of an introduction to what you can expect from, obviously, the Golflete Podcast and the Golflete as a whole. And before we go ahead with that, I think it's just best to sort of introduce myself and how the Golflete came to fruition. So my name's Dan Spears. I guess I'm the founder of the Golflete. I have a undergraduate degree in sport and exercise science, a master's degree in strength and conditioning, and I've been working with professional athletes, university athletes, within the education sector, and then just amateurs for quite a while now. So the whole way through my degree, and then obviously post my degree as well. And have a real passion for sort of physical development, physical performance, and long-term physical development. And I guess alongside that, my main passion as well is golf. So I'm a big golfer. Come from a massive golfing family with, my dad and granddad are both fantastic golfers. And I kind of sort of grew up with the sport and, I've grown to love it. And I just thought that with those two going, in a way hand in hand, that this project is something that I would be truly passionate about. And, it made sense for me to crack on with it. And at the same time, I want to improve my game. I'm getting to that point now where, I really want to start cracking on and trying to improve my game as a whole. And I just think that physical performance is something that is one of those marginal gains that can contribute. So, and that being said, I'm probably one of the worst for this. I probably should know better, but I've never taken much consideration into my physical training for golf. And that was kind of showing. I've just come back from Dubai where I played 5 rounds in 7 days and my body felt like it was in bits. And, for me, I class myself as, I am quite physically fit, but I don't think I'm golf fit. And it's the sport that I play the most. So, that being said, the aim of the Golflete, platform. So the podcast, to start off with, we will have weekly episodes, focusing on everything sort of research based, actual, programming based, speaking to some of the top physical performance trainers, in golf from across the world. We have some fantastic episodes lined up already. There could be some really good episodes on talking shop and will allow you to apply, what they say straight to your hopefully your training programs. Moving on from that, we will have the Golflete website, which will be called the Golflete Mag, again, which will be, regular blog basically posts and articles on everything, research, technique, what you can include in your training, etc. And then a bit further down the line, we will have the Golflete TV, which again will be more face to face with coaches and players, getting a really good insight into how they train physically for golf. Maybe some instructional videos on there, ways you can program yourself. There'll just be the whole host of things that you can just use straight away to apply to your game. That being said as well, that, all 3 platforms aren't necessarily just going to be all strength and condition orientated. Alongside fitness, you have, nutrition, which is a major factor. And we will talk about goal-specific nutrition. And I know that some companies now are starting to pay attention to that. And it's one of those marginal gains that maybe could be the difference of a stroke, which in golf we know could be vital. And then moving on from that as well, your headspace, which is important to your health and your fitness. So it was something that we discuss, maybe some posts and podcasts on meditation and yoga and things along those lines. So that's just a quick insight basically of what you can expect to come. And I know 100% that the idea of golf specific strength and conditioning isn't for everyone, and that is fine, and I accept everybody's opinions. But I think all you've got to do is look on tour now and see that it is a game of athletes now, and I think every single player on tour pay massive attention to their physical performance and how they move, and they understand how that can improve their game. So I think if the pros are doing it, then we've got a lot to learn as amateurs, and we can take a lot from that. So that was just obviously a quick episode of trying to give you an introduction of what you can expect from the podcast. I'm very excited to get it started. We're recording some really good interviews in the next few weeks with some top coaches from across the world. So I just can't wait for you to listen to the episodes as well, and hopefully you'll be able to take a lot from it. So what I'll do is I will put all of my social media connections, my tags, in the info box below. So that way you can just follow straight away. I'll always follow back. I'm always posting, and I'll always be giving you regular updates of what's going across all the platforms. So yeah, thank you for listening to the first episode, and I hope you enjoy the second episode, which will come next week. Thank you very much.